Welcome back to the Completely Pointless Podcast. This is episode 27. Even though you literally just told me, I almost forgot in that brief second of introductions again. But today you got your regulars. You got me, Jeremy, as well as.
It's your boy, Nick.
And your other boy, Brandon.
And I know we've had very eventful couple of weeks. We're all doing so much stuff. But I have a story for you boys. That's not really a story, but basically just an introduction to a topic point. I got into an argument with a guy on the internet the other day.
Oh, nice.
I know. I very rarely get into arguments on the internet just because I feel like it's a waste of time, and it is, and it was. But it was basically me and this one dude were having a very civil conversation in some Reddit comments, while everyone else was just being shitheads. But me and him were discussing the morality of exotic dancers.
Oh?
Yes. So basically, I just have a question for you gentlemen. What is y'all's opinions on exotic dancers? And for those of you who are like, exotic dancers, what's that? Strippers. Like, that's what it is, strippers.
I'm so glad you explained that because I was about to be the dumbass who asked that.
Oh, I know, yeah.
What do you mean exotic dancer?
Yeah, strippers. It's because most of them refer to themselves as exotic dancers instead of strippers. So, exclusivity. But anyways, so
I'll let Brandon go first on this one if whenever it comes down to it.
Why are you gonna let me go first?
Because you have the most experience.
I'm gonna tie that too. I'm gonna tie it into like some other stuff too because I actually have somewhat of an opinion on this.
Ooh.
Oh, I mean,
I didn't want to like take up like too much time because I feel like I will.
I mean, I don't really care that much, I guess.
In what way? Like it just doesn't affect you in any way?
Yeah, I mean, I don't frequent those places. I say I don't frequent those places. I've never been to a strip club.
Okay. Fair.
First off. Second off, I don't really care. I have no opinion on it because it's not something
something on your radar.
Yeah.
That's fair. I mean, that's a fair point, I suppose. Because I mean, me and this guy, we were talking about like it started out with him being like, yeah, strippers are just bad for everyone. Like, there's like nothing good about it. All it does is demean women and objectify women. And I was like, men too? And he's like, yeah, demeans men. And so like the whole argument we were having is me trying to be like, there's nothing really wrong with stripping, right? Like it's fine. If someone wants to do it, more power to them. But he was making the argument that just the act of stripping makes you a lesser person because you're now harming other people by creating a stereotype. That makes sense.
Which what?
Yeah.
I don't understand what he's trying to get at there.
Like he was basically like it causes people to objectify women because of that's what stripping does. Is the only thing that comes out of it is people are like, oh, women are just good for the sex. It's like, I mean, that's pretty caveman brain thinking, but
yeah, right.
Massive caveman brain thinking.
Because even me and this other person were like, yeah, but some women really enjoy, stripping. They think it's empowering or whatever the fuck. Not a woman, can't really attest to it, but so because the men that are watching the strippers, they might see this and they might start objectifying the women. Does that make it the dancer's responsibility to not strip anymore? Make sense? I feel like I'm talking backwards.
Well, my whole thought on it is like the guys who are going to strip clubs already objectify women. Like them going to a strip club isn't going to make them objectify women. They already do if that's where they're going. So the women who are there stripping are just taking advantage of the dudes who are stupid enough to pay money for someone to get naked in front of them whenever they can just like
Google
I
it.
don't know, improve their lives and fucking or Google it and fucking see it on the internet or whatever.
Yeah.
But if
Yeah.
you think I
Big
also
brain
kinda, like,
motherfucker.
well, I kind of want to tie like into also like why is prostitution illegal but
Yeah.
porn isn't?
Yeah.
Because porn is just prostitution that is recorded and put on the internet for
Yeah,
people
that's
to
your filming.
watch.
I mean,
Right?
I
Like
think there
porn is
was
objectively worse than prostitution, but
I think there
prostitution is
was like a news story somewhere about someone who was basically just running a brothel, but they filmed all of it. And so they're like,
yeah.
"See, it's not a brothel. It's a porn studio." And they're like, "Okay." So,
Yeah. Isn't that fucking crazy?
yeah. Well, that's kind of part of the argument we got into is I feel like a lot of the reasons people think that, like stripping and prostitution, just anything kind of sexual, like even um, Twitch streamers, right? Like you hear that opinion all the time. I sent you guys that screenshot of Amaranth showering on stream.
Yeah.
And so it's just like there's, the culture that we have is anything sexual is bad. So you see these things and your immediate impulse thought is, oh, they're whores, they're hurting women, nothing good is coming from this, we should stop it.
Damn hooers.
Them hooers.
Oh, Twitch is the same deal as like a stripper. Like they're just taking advantage of dudes who already
Yeah.
objectify women. They're
Which
just
honestly,
making
fucking,
money off of them.
hell yeah, go for it, sister. Do your shit.
Yeah.
Fucking more
That's-
power to you.
That's where I'm at.
Goddamn.
Yeah, fuck those. If those dudes are if the dudes that you're like performing for, which Twitch and stripping are both performances. So I'm just trying to give it a broader like include them together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Like if the dudes that you're performing for are dumb enough to pay for it, then I mean yeah. But it's like OnlyFans. Like you just get dudes who are down bad, fucking looking for some ass.
Right, yeah.
They'll pay for it.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, there ain't nothing wrong with that, I guess. I mean, fuck it. It's not illegal, so you do you.
Honestly. I know. I
Yeah.
don't know. It's just like the stigma around it. Because, again, I personally have never been to a strip club. The idea of going to a strip club makes me so uncomfortable. 'Cause that just seems like a terrible experience.
Right.
Yep.
Just it's not because of like nasty whores. No, it's because like I don't want to sit next to some random other fat dude and get a boner like that. Wow.
Dude, right? That's the weirdest fucking thing to me. That because like gentlemen's clubs, like you have all these dudes who are like in their fucking late 30s, early 40s, all going into the same room to get boners together, and I'm
Yeah.
like, and
Yeah,
pay
this shit's
to
just
get
fucking
boners
awkward.
with other men. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
So weird. It's such a
like,
weird
well, you get-
situation to be in.
Well, and then like anytime you bring it, like you point it out like that to someone who does enjoy going to strip clubs, they're always like, why do you gotta like think
Why you
about
gotta
it?
Why you
ruin
gotta
it?
make it weird? It's like I'm not making
Yeah.
it weird. It is weird.
I'm
Yeah,
just
it's
stating the facts of the matter of what happens in fucking strip clubs.
I know. I'm just pointing it out for you. Oh man, it's like those kids in middle school and high school who try to watch porn together.
Oh yeah,
It's just always weird.
Shit's weird as fuck, dude. I don't get it.
Watching porn with the bros.
Right?
Yeah, you fucking homosexuals.
But even watching movies, if some sex scene comes on, I'm like, all right, this is weird. Like I can't be intently watching this because then they're gonna be like, oh, he's into this. I can't, that's weird. I can't like look away because then they're like, oh, he's ashamed of his sexuality. So-
See, what you got to do is you got to watch movies that have a lot of sex scenes in them, and then
Yeah.
wait right before every sex scene and look over to the person that you're watching it with and be like, "This is my favorite part."
Yeah, oh yeah. Right before it starts.
Full alpha.
Yeah, right before you have to fucking state your dominance.
Yeah.
Right. Well, man, I think I probably have told it before, but at one point we were all over at my parents. We were telling my parents about shows they should start watching because they were bored, and my sister suggested Breaking Bad, which is a great show.
Yeah,
But
it is.
in the first episode, pretty close to the beginning, there's a scene where his wife is like reading the newspaper or something and just like giving him a hand job in the bed. And that's it's
yeah.
like it's for like 5-6 minutes, like it's long, and so
I remember that.
So none of us remembered it, and then I'm sitting down with my sisters, their fiancés, and my mom and my dad, and we're just watching Bryan Cranston get a handy under the sheets, and it's
Dude, that is actually one of my
Fucking
favorite parts of
Christ.
that show because it's so fucking funny.
right.
Because I mean, no guy really enjoys a hand job, not unless like I guess maybe they've been doing it forever or they've been receiving it from the same person forever, so they've like figured it out. But
Yeah.
dude, yeah, I still stand by women give terrible hand jobs.
Oh, absolutely. Which I'm sure
no.
women could say the exact same about men giving terrible hand jobs. So
Yeah,
it
yeah,
goes
I'm
both
sure
ways.
I'm fucking awful, dude.
You literally just flick the outside, right? That's what you do. That's why it's
Just
called
flick the
flicking the
bean.
bean. Yeah, you just flick it.
You fucking punch it.
What you do first is you get your nails right, and you just go to town on your nails, chew them up, get them all ragged, get them all
Oh,
slimy. Because women, they're not very sensitive, so they need a lot of stimulation. And
Yeah,
so you
dude.
just fucking go in there like Wolverine. You just grr.
oh
Whipping out those
Jesus.
talons, dude.
Fucking Christ.
So, anyways, yeah, I'm single. Anybody's interested?
Funny
Oh
how
man,
Brandon's the only one that's not single out of the three of
I
us.
know, right? It's crazy.
Yeah, who would have thought, dude?
Who would have thought?
Who'd have thunk it? It's fine.
Oh,
We're
fucking
fine.
hell.
I don't know. It's
Dude,
Oh
just,
yeah,
the girl's not going to be afterwards, but
that sounds
no.
like her problem. So
true, kinda.
I'm a
It's her problem till she makes it Brandon's.
exactly. I'm not a taker. I'm a giver. All right,
Yeah, we don't
Oh,
provide. We just give and run away.
exactly.
Ooh, it. Wasn't that something that what was it? Like guys were arguing that like there was like a group of guys who was arguing Roe v. like the overturning of Roe v. Wade made sense because they were like, well, if a guy doesn't have a choice, then a woman shouldn't have a choice either, right? Because like if you get a girl pregnant, you can't be like, hey, go get an abortion because I don't want this kid. They'll be but they still do. They'll be like, nah, go fuck yourself. And then you either pay child support or you know you have a kid.
Yeah,
Well, there was like a bunch of guys that were saying like, yeah, if guys don't have the option, they have to fucking deal with it, then girls do too. And I'm like,
it's
that's
with
like
I just don't
that's
get her
so like so
pregnant.
that's so just like fucked of a mindset to be in. That's like a totally like a misery loves company kind of fucking mentality.
Yeah.
for
If my
sure.
situation sucks, I want theirs to suck too.
Right? Well, I feel like
Right?
that's a big mentality for a lot of the older generations. They're like, when I was a kid, I walked both ways uphill to school, whatever the fuck. So now you
Oh
don't
yeah.
deserve to be happy. Fuck you. Give me your phone. Like,
Yeah, your life is easier than mine was.
yeah,
Fucking
fuck you.
pussies.
I mean, that was what we said was our entire goal when we were raising the next generation. But fuck you.
I know, right?
Right? They made our lives easier and then realized they made our lives easier. So now they got to make our
Yeah,
lives
so
hell.
they're like, man, y'all's lives are too easy. You need to go to war. Like, bitch, no.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'd
It's
prefer having war happen at this point if it's going to, right? If it's not, let's just like fucking mind our own business. And then if it's going to, let's handle business.
Yeah, fair.
yeah.
I'm tired of this whole fucking we're sending all of our supplies and shit over there to help them instead of actually like doing something or just ignoring the situation entirely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I kind of lean more towards just ignoring the situation entirely and letting just whatever happens. And if there's a war crime, then we'll get involved. But which there already have been, and
I
we're
was gonna
still
say,
just
yeah, there's
chilling.
been a lot of been a lot of war crimes going on.
Dude, isn't that wild? There's been like fucking civilian cities like getting fucking bombed and like
Yeah.
well, what is it? Fucking having the what's that? It's white phosphorus, I think, is what it's called.
Oh yeah, the insane napalm stuff.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it's like really high concentrated like heat, like sparklers, like just fucking really hot. Like it'll go through roofs and like buildings and shit and
Bro,
catch
white
everything on fire
phosphorus
that it
will
touches.
fuck so much shit up.
Yeah. And they were like dropping that shit on just regular cities. And I'm sitting
Yeah.
there like, isn't this the point where NATO says, hey, you can't be doing that?
That's the point where NATO is supposed to say that.
Right.
Yep.
But like, why the fuck are we just like, oh, well, since we can say whether or not they're supposed to, we're gonna let this one slide. They've got nukes.
It's
And
it's the meh fuck it mentality.
Pretty much, yeah. I don't know. I think we are way too involved in everyone else's business. But
Oh, for sure.
it all, it all kind of comes back to us at the end. Because you got, the world economy and all that fucking garbage and
well, the thing that sucks about it is like we can't just like say Russia does just go to fucking war and just start taking over countries with China, and then it's just like starting to get really out of hand, and it can happen so quickly. Like
Yeah.
a couple countries just take over like an entire fucking continent, and then America's sitting over here with our dicks in our hands, just like, oh well, we
Yeah.
we kind of ignored the situation, hoping it would like fizzle out. And now it's kind of grown into this wild fucking fire, and we don't really know what to do now.
I mean, yeah, honestly. Well, that's like the whole like China-Taiwan thing.
Yeah.
Dude, because they've been committing fucking crimes against humanity in China for decades at this point.
Oh yeah.
And now we're
Wow.
like, they sent Nancy over there, and the president of China was like, "Don't do that. That's bad." And everyone's like, "Yeah, America, woo!" I was like, "What?"
I remember whenever they said they would like shoot her plane down,
Yeah.
and all of like the fucking Roll Tide, fucking Red Wave dudes were all like, "Oh yeah, send her, fucking send her over."
Right.
Because I
Man.
remember at first everyone was like, no, we don't need to be sending our politicians to these foreign countries to help them because they don't, we have our own problems. And China's like, yeah, but we'll shoot her down if you send her. And everybody was like, oh yeah, fucking get going, go ahead. Get over
Fucking
there now.
do it.
It's like, you won't? Like, you're solving all our problems. We don't even want her.
Yeah,
And you're giving us an excuse.
Mid-flight, all the Americans just start tweeting at China, no balls, you won't.
God. I just love how much we just all the countries antagonize each other. Because, fucking Russia does it, we do it, China does it, and just nothing ever happens. It's just like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're the biggest shit talkers, dude.
Honestly. Just nothing but talking shit, and then nothing ever comes of it.
Yeah.
America's over here like, you better not do war crimes, Russia, or we'll have to fucking bend you over.
Yeah,
Russia over there
commits war
just, like,
crimes.
committing war crimes while making eye contact with America. It's like, your move.
Yeah, what now, bitch?
Nah, you got to do something serious, like kill like millions of people before we'll do, real.
Oh, I hold my beer. Yeah, real war crimes, not the baby war crimes you've been committing. God,
not this pussy shit.
Jesus.
Who even is Ukraine? Dog?
I know,
like...
God. God, that's so funny. This is I wish we could run the country, because it would absolutely collapse into motherfucking chaos. But we'd have
Anarchy.
some golden memes before that happens. All right.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Fucking nickname the
Make
president of China, Winnie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Or Mr. Pooh.
Mr. Pooh.
That's what I want.
I love that shit too, when like dictators just get so butthurt about memes.
They do, right? These fucking like cold-blooded, fucking heartless, like actually corrupt motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And they get made fun of once in like the slightest, most like childish way, and they're like,
"Stop it!
Do that!
Shut up!
Look like Pooh Bear. you motherfuckers!
Right?
It's my feelings.
I do not. I don't. I really don't.
I just like to think about the amount of people that China has employed at the moment whose entire job is to
Just to
scrub
scrub.
social media for fucking Winnie the Pooh pictures. Oh man. Oh, that's good stuff. I fucking love that. That's what I want to be one day. I hope that I become so popular that I get memes made out of me, just like, Trump in his Cheeto skin, and, and his little baby hands,
skin.
Trump in Cheeto skin.
Didn't we already? We've already kind of made memes of you, Jeremy.
That's true. Brandon has a few.
Well, it's like our even our podcast logo.
Yeah, it was
is
me
like
in like
a
8th
meme
grade.
of you. Yeah.
I was pure memeing Jeremy because he didn't want to send me a fucking picture of himself.
I was at work. You gave me like an hour, and then you were like, "Oh, never mind, I found one." I was like, "All right."
Too bad, bitch. you get junior high Jeremy.
I mean, honestly though,
That's peak Jeremy.
yeah, that's the best picture I've had of myself in the past like 20 years. So it counts. I was gonna say if it wasn't that one, I would have had to fucking just take a selfie and send it to you because I don't have pictures of myself. So
Yeah.
That's what I did. I took that one.
Yeah.
I took it that day he asked.
See, do you ever think about the fact that like if you were to ever go missing, or you die terribly in an accident, what pictures they would use at your funeral?
At least I have like pictures with my family.
See, I don't.
I just picture the podcast logo being like because you know how funeral homes usually have like the fucking A-frame like sign things
Yeah.
out on the front door. They just have one of those with the podcast logo and says Nick's funeral on the front. Completely pointless funeral.
Dude, if one of us,
Perfect.
we all have to agree right now. If one of us does die, we have to have an episode of the podcast with the other two just sitting next to the coffin of the third one.
Oh my god. so morbid.
So we're just like, say Brandon dies, me and Nick are like, yeah, the U.S. economy is failing because we're not spending enough on Twinkies. Brandon, what are your thoughts? And then it's just like dead silence for a minute or two. And it's like, yeah, you make some fair points, Brandon.
Dude, I just picture everybody's like, because all of us have like really small town families.
Yeah.
I just picture us like all the relatives that like one of us just didn't know about the podcast or any of us.
We just show up
with fucking cameras, microphones, fucking a table and shit.
Oh
just
god.
Set up shop.
Oh no.
And they're like, who the fuck?
Who the fuck
What
are
is
these
going
guys?
on?
Who the fuck are these dipshits?
Why are they just sitting up there talking and acting like the dead guy's talking?
Yeah. At the very end, you gotta finish it off with a little, you pry their stiff arm up in the air and give them a little fist bump, and then boom.
Oh, nailed it. Oh, good.
God. Oh man, that would be so funny.
You gotta pour one out for the homies at the end.
Yeah, we're just pouring it on your corpse.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Man, what?
Hopefully by then we're like fucking 80 or 90 and like most everybody
Dude.
we know already is like dead.
Yeah. Just a bunch of 80-year-olds sitting up on next to a coffin, making a bunch of stupid meme jokes like.
God damn it.
See, that's the kind of funeral I want.
The ginger that goes first.
Mm-hmm. Well, to kind of keep it on the morbid talks, do you ever think? Because I think about if one of my roommates were to die, I don't have their parents' phone numbers or like any of their family's phone numbers, right? So, so if one of them were to die, like how would I get a hold of their family to tell them? Yeah, like what do you do then? I mean, I guess the police could probably get a hold of them, right?
Well, so hopefully your friends are smart enough. At least I would hope they would do this. Is with what I do. and I have in my phone for my mom it says ICE mom, so that's in case of
In case of
emergency.
emergency, yeah.
Right. So I always put like ICE in front of my like emergency contacts in my phone.
Okay,
So
but
like if I die, you call 911, then the police can get into your phone
yeah, and
and
then
then
call
they
your
can
parents.
right,
Well, see,
contact
the only issue with that is you say ICE, me being a stupid person is like ice. What does ice have to do with
Yep.
it? And then I
Yeah.
immediately go to like, like jewelry ice, right? And I was like, oh, that's a sugar mama. All right, well.
That's mama.
That's mama.
Fuck, I wish, dude. I've got a buddy who's like they're married. I don't think they are. But yeah, he's with this girl who like makes over 6 figures and shit, and I'm like, damn.
Lucky
That's where I'm
bitch.
trying to be. Like
Right?
if I could date somebody, date a girl who makes over 6 figures while I also make good money,
Yeah.
holy shit, dude. That would be the
Fucking
fucking
Would
ooh.
be the beans. Like,
power couple.
Yep.
oh man, I would be fucking stay-at-home husband so fast. All right.
Yep. I don't know
It's
if I
like,
could do it, honestly.
you ever seen that meme of Taika Waititi and what's her face? Ellen, not Ellen. Ava Green? In the one of the Thor movies where she's like in her stilt, so she's like 7 foot tall, like looking down at him as he's like showing her something on an iPad, and it's like me showing my trophy wife that all the Lego sets I want to
Oh,
buy. That's my dreams, all right.
yeah.
That's what I want to
God damn
do.
it.
I'll be like, hey, honey, they just released a new Star Wars AT-AT Lego set. It's only like $200. You think I could get an allowance?
I'll
Can I
clean the
get it?
dishes extra good
Yeah, it's
tonight.
like I made your favorite for supper. Like, but I mean, for real, so
Jesus.
it's definitely what I would fucking do. So.
Yeah, same. I would just be like, "Oh, look, here's the next car part I need for my car.
Mm-hmm.
It's
That's
only $5,000."
yeah, that's nothing for my big successful wife. Dreams, Brandon. Dreams.
Mad dreams.
Yeah. Hopefully, like I don't know. Hopefully, something happens differently with my social life that actually makes me be social.
Oh yeah.
And I can go out and find someone. Yeah,
Or let's say the
that's the
problem.
biggest problem, dude. Like I don't do anything social.
Yeah,
I
go to
work
work and
and
then come home.
yeah.
Yep.
Hang out
Like
with
I'm not.
the 4 people I know, and then that's it.
Yeah, like I'm not a big partier or anything. It's just
Oh yeah,
not
not
in
at
me. I
all.
mean, I can, but like it's
Dude,
just
that's
not what
like
I enjoy doing all the time.
but like seriously, how do people just meet new people? Like it's not
Well,
just something you can do. What the fuck?
well, it is something. Some people just like doing that. Like they'll go out to like fucking trivia nights at bars and shit, and like just meet a group of people and just sit down and start hanging out with them.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Y'all
That's, I
motherfuckers
mean,
need to do. I mean, it's
if I
what we all need
can,
to do.
well, I mean, I can do that, but it's just like I don't really care about knowing that many people.
Yeah.
Right. Like I'll have again. I got my 10 people I know online, and I talk to them when I want to, and that's all I need.
Yeah, pretty much same. Like I'm not.
See, I've made more friends through D&D than I have anything else. So.
The power
Yeah.
of D&D. What is
Mhm.
so? I learned or I've been watching this new thing called Dimension 20. Do you know what
Ooh,
that
they're
Hell
is?
yeah.
good. Yeah, they have some
Dimension 20
good
is real
shit.
good.
Is that like a show or a game?
It's a show.
The
Because
show
I've
game.
seen the show. Is
Show
it a
game.
show about a game?
It's a show. It's a D&D
Yeah, it's
play show.
yeah. So they're playing a campaign, and you're just listening to it.
But it is
Yeah.
D20. It's like D&D.
Yeah.
Okay. Because
Which
I was
one are you
kind of
listening
curious if it was
to?
like a Dimension 20. I don't know which
Well,
one though.
like, is it
The
about
most
New
recent one,
York?
sure. No. Not that I'm aware of. I don't know. Because like I just watched the YouTube shorts of it.
Yeah.
Oh,
So it's just like
it's
little
a whole
clips of
like
them like popping off.
Yeah.
It's a vodcast series.
Yeah, so they
Yeah,
have like
yeah.
how long are their episodes?
Like
They're
an hour,
like an
hour and a
hour or
half.
something. Yes, and they just do kind of like we've been doing. They just play a
Yeah.
game and then cut it into segments and upload it to the internet.
D&D podcasts are super good.
Yeah, it seems sick.
Yeah, it's good times.
I'm watching them play D&D and like I'm like, man, so I need to get more into D&D. Like,
Yeah. Well, now we're starting a new campaign, so this is a perfect time to commit. We're
yeah, I've been
also
thinking about what my
introducing
next character is.
we're also introducing a lot more rules because now there's ship combat. So, man,
Oh fuck.
I've been reading. That's what I was doing all day. Is I was reading through the whole new campaign, Ghosts of Saltmarsh, and
Yeah.
dude, the ship mechanics, man, there's a lot of them.
Oh yeah.
Because you have to you got to get a ship, and then certain ships require certain sizes of crews, and then each crew has to have certain officers to it. So you can like hire people to be the officers, or you can be the officers, and then there's like all these rules on how they act and upgrades and the actions they can take and all this stuff, and it's a bit. So we'll see how it goes.
I'm excited to figure out what I want to play.
Yeah,
Yeah, me
I know.
too.
I'm pretty excited. Get everyone in there and get them all set up. It's
Because
gonna
I've been
be
talking to
good.
Noah about what he wants to do, and he wants to play someone who's something that's like dumb.
Oh yeah.
Like,
So like
yeah,
a
something that's gonna
dumb
be like
barbarian.
nonsensical. Well, more so like nonsensical rather than dumb. Like, it'll just be like something wild.
Yeah. Yeah. No, fair. I'm all about it. I also because when we started our last campaign, all I really had was the player's handbook, uh, Lost Minds of Fandelver, and the Dungeon Master's handbook. So I didn't have a lot of the newer stuff, but now we've got Tasha, Xanathars, Mordenkainen's, like all these other things. So I was looking through the stuff, and there's like, 6 times the amount of character races y'all can choose from. There's all the new
Oh, what?
classes,
Oh
like
goddamn.
artificers, and all the subclasses, like rune knights, and so there's like a lot more choices now. So
Hell yeah.
I know.
We're
I'm
gonna have to
thinking it might
figure
take
out.
us a couple of hours tonight just to get everyone done. Especially since some of us
Figures.
don't know. Some of us have never played D&D before.
Yeah.
It's all right though.
It'll be
I'm just
fun.
yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to make my character.
Yeah,
Same.
it's real fun
That's
making it.
and I just hate going because like I always want to do like something that's like kind of role play,
Yeah,
but like
Yeah.
where it like makes sense. But I kind of this time want to just like fuck around and find out kind of deal.
Yeah.
I mean, again, y'all are going on pirate adventures basically, so you can.
Yeah, like I want it to be kind of pirate themed, but at the same time not. Like I'm thinking of doing a bard this time that carries around
Oh.
Dude,
like an
bards.
accordion.
Yeah, so you're just buffing everybody and playing stupid music the whole time.
Yeah, and
Fuck
Hell
I
yeah.
yeah.
gotta figure out. I kind of gotta figure out how to do the music part of it
Yeah, I
because
mean it explains it. I want you to get like a soundboard set up so that you could just
that's what
actually like
yeah
play music through your
that's what I was trying
headphones.
to do. Like I want to get
Hell
like
yeah.
fucking because like that was one of my favorite parts about Black Assassin's Creed Black Flag was like the sailing around and the pirates on your ship would start
Yeah,
singing and fucking
singing
Oh
things.
man,
instrument.
we're
Well, I
gonna be
can
so many sea shanties and I'm
right.
gonna fucking love it.
I think I can give
Yeah,
y'all
dude.
access to Hydra, who
Oh
I play
yeah.
the music through, and y'all can queue up music and change music and do all that shit. So
Let the Bard boys
let the
fucking be
bards
the
play the music.
DJs.
Dude,
Hell yeah.
I really hope that someone or a couple of people this time actually do spell casting and not just all martial classes. Because that's all y'all
Yeah.
did last time, and it's
So
fun still, but martials are lame.
I'm actually tempted to go with the Blade Singer build, Jeremy.
Mm,
So it's a technically a wizard,
yeah,
but
but
it's a
a
martial
melee wizard,
wizard.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm all about it.
So I'm tempted to do that.
And with all the new like core books I have, they are a lot more spells that play better for that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, it's good.
Oh,
I'm
man.
excited. I'm so excited.
It's gonna be nice. I'm excited for it. I was reading through a bunch of the stuff because it's like Ghost of Saltmarsh is. It's not really one full campaign. It's like here's the town of Saltmarsh, and here are 6 quests in and around the town you can do. So
Oh,
it's gonna be kind of like, I mean, they're all they all involve the same characters, and the quests are pretty long. And it's supposed to take us from 1 or to level 12. So
oh, dang. Okay.
Wow. Oh.
I also got shit. I need to read through that too. I got Tales from the Yawning Portal, which is
Oh,
another thing that's just like a bunch of like small side quests to do.
nice.
I have so much stuff to do. All right, it's gonna be great.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Nice.
I'm hyped.
Same.
Good.
It's funny because I never thought I would be like the one that would get too into D&D, but now here I
It's
am.
great.
It really is.
Fucking
I
great.
recommend everybody should try it.
I don't know.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was telling my sisters about us playing D&D, and they're like, "That's so lame." And I was like, "Okay, so you want me to run a game for y'all?" And they were like, "I mean, baby." And I was like, "Yes." Like,
It's so easy. It's so easy to get people like to like try D&D.
yeah.
Yeah.
And most of them, when you try it, they're like, "This is fucking great. We're
You're
gonna
like,
keep
okay,
doing
I
this."
get it.
Yes, it does. Your experience does vary greatly though, depending on your group.
Right.
Yeah.
Because we had a guy back when we started Lost Mines. We had a guy join in with us, and he played for about a session or like one
Magic
session.
Man.
No, that was back when this one started. Back when Fandelver, like our very
Oh,
first
yeah.
session,
Yeah.
and it was his name was Hulkman, something like that. He was a
Oh,
Dragonborn,
yeah.
and
Yep.
after that, he was like, "Yeah, I don't know. It's just not my thing." And I was like, "Yeah, fair, dude. I get it. We're a very odd group of people to play with, so
Yeah, for
I
sure.
understand your hesitation." You can also just get soured really easily by one bad person, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of
luckily
like the
we
people who like. It's like
just
the Brandons of D&D, dude. The ones who fucking get hung up on all the little stuff.
I don't even mind that shit because again, I'm keeping track of so much shit. I don't know all the rules. I don't know half the
Yeah.
rules, all right? I need someone to be like, actually that's not right because I'm not going to fucking remember.
Actually.
Actually, see, it's really I just need y'all to understand your characters so that
Yeah.
because I can't
Yeah.
run all the NPCs and your characters. Like,
Fair.
it's fine. I know. Well,
It's so
Brandon,
easy for me to get lost in the
Yes.
sauce stuff.
yeah, it really is. Brandon, I heard that you've written us some enticing words.
Oh, I have.
I also,
Motherfucker.
I
I
just
have.
kind of want to like point out the difference in that I spent all of today writing, a story about D&D, and you.
Hey. To be fair, I wrote this in about 30 minutes on my lunch break.
Okay, I guess, but you still wrote it. So.
I
All right, what
mean, I'm a pretty good writer. Granted, this is I did not read it back.
Yeah.
I just wrote it and left it.
Let's go.
There's no editing to this.
So many writing errors.
Oh, it's gonna be perfect, dude.
Do you want to preface this at all, or you just want to go up in there and?
This is the start of the fanfic. It starts with him going,
That's what's written in there. Just a bunch of
Yeah, that's all it is. I mean, yeah. No, I just got to preface this with rip self-respect. Yeah. So here we go. Yeah.
I gotta take my pants down real quick. Hold on.
You got to reach that G spot.
It doesn't work. I was gonna try to make a sound as if I'm wrestling with my belt, but my belt is like coated, so it doesn't make the clinging sound.
You just take some keys.
My keys are all the way over there. Anyways.
Fuck nerd. All right, so this is actually on Jeremy's request.
Mhm.
So yeah, just spare that. This is the In and Out fan fiction. Given the name, you'd only expect one thing. But let me tell you, I never truly knew what animal style meant. Scene: in front of the service counter at In and Out. Mood: palpable tension that could be cut with a spoon. I stand patiently waiting for my food, listening to the calm music playing through the speakers, when suddenly an awkwardly tall, crazy skinny man comes strolling through the door. Server: good afternoon, sir. How may I help you? Stranger: I would like a number 69, animal style. Server: sir, it's not on the menu. I'll have to go get my manager approval for any special requests. Stranger: that'll be fine. I'll be here. The server pops into the back. Curious, I listen close to see if I can hear the conversation. I only hear muffled comments. Moments later, the server comes back up front, wide-eyed. Sir, the request has been approved. Please lay down on the counter. Stranger: perfect. The stranger climbs up onto the counter and waits. The manager comes out and tells the stranger to please strip before it begins. Now this is juicy, I think to myself, clung to this, now 20 minutes late back to work. The stranger strips and climbs back on the counter, now naked as a jaybird. The manager whistles into the back. Suddenly, I see every cook come out with big pots in their hands. They approach the stranger and start pouring the contents out onto him. Everything that comes on the animal style fries is now covering every square inch of the stranger's body. Once he is fully covered, I look over, and the server is now fully undressed, along with every other staff member in the building. They begin slowly licking the sauce off of his body, taking extra care in the delicate areas. Within a matter of minutes, the stranger is completely clean, and I could tell you, he was extremely satisfied. Is there anything else we can help you out with today, sir? Is there anything else we can help you out with today, sir? The server pants. Yeah. Just a number 1 with cheese. Absolutely. That'll be $69.69. He pays and leaves with a smile and food in hand. I now know what I will order every time I come into In and Out for eternity.
Jesus Christ. Fucking Jesus. I love the satisfied, the fuck.
Yeah.
God damn
The
it.
one ton.
Oh no.
Dude.
Oh shoot. Man, Brandon, that's just. I don't even know.
Your
If
total
I mean,
was 69.69. So
that's
it was $70 for one burger and just getting fucking messed all over.
Oh, no. He was completely clean when it was done.
Well, I mean, I don't know if clean is the word I would use, but.
I mean, clean as a cat.
Fuck, dude.
Jesus Christ.
This is supposed to be an advertisement for In-N-Out now? Fuck you, I gotta go
man.
check it out. Got me
God.
feeling hot and bothered
I
now.
know, man. Whew.
But
Gotta go take a cold shower.
who is the stranger?
Ronald McDonald.
No. What was the description of the stranger?
He was
That-
tall, skinny,
Awkwardly tall, crazy skinny.
So definitely Nicholas.
Yeah.
Wait, was it me?
Yes. And that's why when we were texting about it, I said you'll find it hits extra hard or something. I don't remember what I said. Because it was you.
Yeah, dude, now people know my secret kink. fucking getting sauced all over and licked.
Oh, hell
Yo.
yeah.
Making sure to take extra attention to the delicate bits.
Jesus.
Yeah, delicate bits, extra important.
God. Man,
You're
Brandon,
welcome.
you just need to.
I found my true
I
calling.
guess, yeah.
Use my
I don't know,
use my fucking asshole as a fry carton.
when's your Wattspad account going up? You know?
Oh shit! I really should just upload it,
Just
Yeah,
for shits and
fuck it.
giggles.
just for people to be like, "What the fuck?"
Why is somebody just writing fan fiction about fast food restaurants? What the fuck? Oh man.
Oh, don't worry. The next one is what was it? Carl's Jr.
Yeah. Carl's Jr. and
funky.
Hardee's.
Yep.
So eventually, you're gonna have to wrap it all up into. You gotta have a McD's. Gonna have
McDee's
Ronald
nuts.
and the Hamburglar.
Oh god.
Ronald's McDick.
Nah, it's the McRibbed, all right.
No, it's the McDickin.
Oh no. God, I hate it so much.
Donald.
If you do a
him.
McDonald's, if you have
The
a McDonald's
McDickin.
one, yeah, you gotta have. I'll have one McDickin.
Jesus.
I just like the idea. Oh, Ronald.
Ronald. Fucking Christ. Oh. Oh,
I
yeah,
hate it.
like I said,
I hate it
goodbye
so much.
self-respect.
Yep, it's fine. You never had it to begin with.
Fair enough.
You know, I just realized, what if Ron is just short for Ronald?
I think it is.
So any guy I've ever known that's named Ron,
Well,
like the long version of his name is now Ronald.
I mean, sure, yeah, but that's also like
I mean, it could
John.
just be named Ron.
Yeah, John was a shortification of Jonathan, but some people are just called John.
I could have sworn you were about to say John was short for Donald.
Jonald. Exactly.
Yes, my name is Jonald. How do you do?
God damn it. God,
Oh,
that's
that actually killed me. Oh my god.
Jonald.
Oh.
Well, that
I
was
just
I
like-
used to add like a thin to the end of people's names just to be fucking stupid. Like if your name was Brand, yeah, it'd be like Nicothan. Like, so like, oh, the short of your name is Nick, so the long of it is Nicothan, like Jonathan, but Nick is
No, it's Nickled.
Nick.
Nickled.
It's just like a cuckold, but with names.
It just wraps back around to fucking Ronald and Jonald.
Jesus,
God.
so many fucking
I shouldn't have
stupid
laughed
ass
as hard as I
names.
did.
Still pretty
Oh my
great.
God.
So.
Oh, I'm like, I'm having to recover, dude. Fuck. That's fun.
Fucking hell.
It's it's like the little stupid shit like that gets me.
Yeah, that's just
Oh
so
my God.
absurdly dumb.
Yes. Jonald.
Jonald. God damn it.
Where is this?
Fuck.
What's this new location in D&D? Where is it set in?
It's Salt Marsh, which is actually like halfway between Waterdeep and Neverwinter. So it's pretty close
sick.
to Waterdeep, yeah, where you guys were at.
Oh,
We're probably gonna start in Waterdeep and then make our way there.
bet.
Nice.
Because it makes more sense, for y'all to be in Waterdeep than be in a tiny coast town of 4,000 people.
Dude,
Also,
I've already-
Jeremy,
Yes.
god damn it. That was a fucking good wrap up.
Oh, I know, I'm the best,
That
alright?
was so sick. Yeah.
You didn't read it.
I
Lies.
just want to take a moment to give Jeremy props on his just DMing.
I'm the best!
I was satisfied with that wrap up.
Good, I'm glad. I know,
Oh
I
my
tried to
God.
give you all a little something in
Yeah.
it so that it wasn't just like me wrapping up Brandon and no one else got anything else.
I should have just got pissed, be like, Jeremy, what the fuck? Why did everybody else get a wrap up? I only wanted a wrap up.
I mean, but you know, they were all part of it too, Brandon. Okay, God.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
I'm
fine.
just excited to be able to be at the beginning of this next one.
Yeah.
To get it all set up.
Yo.
It's gonna be good, especially if you guys actually do manage to like get a ship, because you could, you know, basically get your own ship. You all can just be pirates.
Fuck yeah. Pirate
Just-
time.
We'll just go rob all of our old characters.
Pretty much, right?
No,
No, Brandon,
they're all in
Waterdeep.
Waterdeep.
No, Brandon, they left for new adventures.
Sure.
Did you like the fact that I just made the dragon that y'all forgot about into
A new BBG.
yeah.
See, if you didn't write us a wrap up, I was gonna tell you this week. It's like, yeah, Rekius went, checked in at the temple, made sure that Zaya got resurrected, and then he went and he got that potion, and he went and talked to the dragon, and converted the dragon to Tempest, and now he partied up with the dragon, and he rides him everywhere and defeats evil.
Jesus, yeah. I mean, hey, it could have been cool, but no, now you have to fight him.
Good.
Just needed more plot lines I could use against you in the future, so.
Oh, I actually just realized that this wrap up I haven't read yet.
I was about to say, I know you haven't read it because it makes me approve everyone that looks at
yeah,
it. So.
Yeah. I just submitted my request.
Did you see my request message, Jeremy?
I did, yeah. Did you see my response?
No.
I was
So
just
I
like,
was gonna say,
never.
you'll like my request.
Doesn't
Message.
doesn't show what you want. Doesn't show you sent a message.
I said, give me axes.
No.
Give me access.
Yeah, no, because I had to write, because I wrote about Brandon going to see his god, whatever the fuck, and then basically the same thing with Rebard, because they're towards the end of the campaign, he was like, yeah, I'm gonna become a cleric now for this one guy, and I was like, alright, cool, now that you've actually done something, he's gonna recognize you. And then Nick and Zinzin, I was like, God, they don't have like any backstory. I have no idea what they want to accomplish.
I was just there to have a good time, pretty much. That was like
Fair
my character's
enough.
main goal.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Oh no, I just I
Chaotic
didn't want to write something for Brandon, and then everyone else would be like, nope, fuck you.
Well, theoretically, you could have just written something for Brandon and just PM'd him about it. That way, none of us found out.
Yeah.
Brandon, don't tell anybody else. I didn't make it for them. Only you get this special
Only for
treatment,
Brandon.
Brandon, my special child.
This is your reward for. This is your reward for actually giving me a backstory to work with.
Actually interacting.
Yeah. I mean, your backstory became a pretty big part of the campaign, so.
Yeah.
Because one of the main bad guys was the guy that killed your father, and then your god was like one of the ones actually fighting against the evil, and so.
Yep.
And then everyone
You're
else was like,
welcome.
yes, we will also go with him.
Yeah. That's the funny part, is it kind of felt like, oh, well, we're just on for Rex's ride.
Yeah, right. Kind of a little bit.
I never wanted it to feel that way, but it kind of felt that way for a while.
Again, because
like,
you're the only one that gave me anything. So.
Yeah. So give him some shit, Nick, and then
give me
boom,
something.
He can make a whole part of the story for you.
So if you want your background to be that you were Davy Jones, then you can have Squid Face and a ghost ship.
That's racist.
What? How's that racist?
I don't know. I feel like Squid Face is just inherently racist.
Wait, what? Wait, I was like half-assed reading this wrap up, and I just hear Squid Face is inherently racist. I'm like, what?
Yeah, we're just coming up with racial slurs now. Who would that even be a slur against?
I don't know. Somebody with a really long nose.
No, I feel like it would definitely.
Asian people.
Yeah, it would have to be people that eat like whole squids.
Yep.
Because I mean, you see those video people just eating like a whole fucking squid. They have a squid face.
Now it is racist.
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. Yep. It's fine.
Oh, damn it,
Pointless
Jeremy.
podcast, your source of racism.
Yep, your source of new racial slurs.
I was gonna say your source of obscure racial slurs.
Very obscure, only found here. The rarest of slurs.
Bro, we would be great at coming up with new racial slurs, alright?
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
admit that.
We would, Brandon, we would!
I know, but still.
I would just start arbitrarily fucking like assigning like races like birds. Like
Oh,
seagull,
yeah. You penguin.
fucking
It would
pelican.
be you mockingbird.
You fucking kiwi.
You blue-footed booby.
I was gonna say that one.
Why is that like the one real stupid bird that everybody knows? Like,
Well, isn't there like the small, like the
Yeah,
small
fucking
round tit?
dodo.
yeah, or
Yes.
the small-breasted tit or
The
something
tit,
like
yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Small-breasted tit.
small-breasted tit.
Oh fuck.
I know they named a whole bird after me. Fuck.
Yeah, dude, it's a sign of respect.
I guess. I mean, I feel respected, so it works out, I guess.
Yeah.
Ah, shit. All right. Well, we're about out of time. Nick, you want to ASMR us out of here?
I was gonna say if I gave gingers a bird, it would definitely be a quail.
Why a quail?
Just because quail.
Just 'cause quail.
Just because the word's funny.
And the birds are fucking like goofy as hell looking.
Right.
Like, they're just so funny. They're like little baby like pigeons. They're
They're
like big
little-
pigeons.
No, they're little chickens.
Kind of, but they don't look like chickens is the problem. They look more like pigeons.
You ever seen a gray chicken? Looks exactly like a quail.
No. Quail have like a little bitty, like, I don't know. They're like, they don't have the big bodies like a chicken.
Yeah, I guess.
Have you ever
Alright,
seen a wild chicken?
No. I didn't know there were wild chickens.
You ever seen
Yes.
a mountain chicken? It's
I
a
actually have seen
frog.
one of those. Yeah.
You're an idiot.
What? That's what it is. Anyways, all right. Well,
So that's a good enough.
that's a
point
great place to stop us. Does
Yeah.
anybody have anything to wrap up before we, any new racial slurs you just thought of real quick before we wrap this up?
Nothing for me.
All right,
Nothing
well,
for me.
as normal, you guys can listen to us anywhere you get your podcasts: Spotify, YouTube, Google Podcast, RSS, Apple Podcasts. Not Pornhub yet. Keep getting distracted.
Gotta put your blinders on.
We put up a new episode. We try to, at least, every Sunday. If you got any suggestions for topics, anything you want to hear us not actually answer, but just kind of randomly discuss for a little bit,
We'll
send
talk
it to
around
us.
the answer.
Yeah,
Okay, we'll
yeah.
talk we'll fucking beat all around that bush like you've never seen.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
that bush will be so thoroughly cleared around.
Oh yeah,
That,
untouched. The bush will remain untouched, but the
Oh, yeah.
area around it will be fucking decimated.
Oh, absolutely. But yeah, if you got anything you want to hear that about, just send us a tweet at cumpoints. That's not the handle.
That's not
It's-
it. Pointless pods.
But I want it to be the handle.
Can we change our handle?
I think we can. Maybe? I don't know. I'll look into it. All right. Well, yeah. I hope everyone has a great week, and we will show y'all all. Fuck that up. Next time. Goodbye.
Yeah, you did.